sports. It's in the game.
PGA Sports and the PGA Tour so proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From Kiawah Island, just outside of Charleston, South Carolina, live final round coverage of the Carolina Open. What a week and weekend this has been so far. Everything you want in a golf tournament. By nightfall, we will have our winner. As you take a look at the current leaderboard on this Sunday afternoon, our leader here on this Sunday is our featured golfer. He's got a sizable advantage here as he looks to increase it further. And that a beauty, safely in the fairway to get this Sunday round started. Good chance to get one in close from here. This, his second. Just a little beyond the hole, but pretty handy right there. This from about 10 feet. Pretty good read there. Definitely good speed, and it just skips a foot or so by. Safely in. It's a par here at first. And that's going to keep this large lead right where it is. Frank looking out onto that marsh. No doubt there are alligators roaming around. So it's a good time to remind our players that this is where they decide how much of that marsh they want to bite off with the tee shot here.
Yeah, I don't really advise biting too much off, Rich. This is almost an S-shaped par 5. I mean, there's a long run up down that right side, so basically anything in a straight line, a good tee shot, still going to be able to reach.
Another very nice tee shot. He looks awfully comfortable here with these first couple of drives. Now, after the big drive, this a good distance here for a second to the par 5. Got every bit of that through all the way there and got it to stop. Home in 2 on the par 5. This one right about 20 feet now for eagle. A great putt there. It's an eagle here at the second to move into 2 under par. Now to the third hole. The par 4 is 390 yards. You're going to drive across the marsh. The fairway is expansive. Really, the challenge here is that approach shot. It's a tabletop green. If you miss it, it will be a hard-earned 4, I promise.
It might be in the rough, but that was absolutely crushed.
Ball above his feet here as he decides how to play his second. Certainly had enough power, just didn't have any touch. And that's not exactly ideal. Far from a tap-in for his par.
You're being too kind. That's not at all ideal.
Nicely done. It is a par here at the third. And he's going to maintain that substantial lead. Frank, this is the hardest hole on this outward side, a place where you can let the big dog, as they say, let the big dog eat, let it rip.
Yeah, but you still have to be cautious here because you've got to get the ball solid. It's a long carry just to get over the wetlands. And then there's 3 bunkers down that right side. Perfectly placed, all for a different length of a tee shot.
Long drive, but a bad lie.
Wicked.
So from the rough, his second here at the fourth. From the rough into the bunker, or the frying pan into the fire. Sometimes mistakes, they just have a way of compounding themselves. Okay, safely on the putting surface out of the sand. Would have maybe liked to run that up a little further, but that's not the worst shot in the world. From about 8 feet. Ooh, that's got a little bit more movement than you think, and that'll slide on by. That one finished off. It is a bogey here at 4. Unfortunately, with a big lead already, very little damage done. Par 3 fifth here is 207 yards. It's one thing to hit the green, but it's another to navigate it. If you're on the wrong side, you might have a difficult time just two-putting. Okay, a little hesitant there, understandable, and he'll have that left for a birdie. This one of the longest putts you can have on a golf course, though it is for birdie. Look at this putt. That is something special right there. From that far away to gauge that speed, that is so well done. That one finished off. It is a par here at 5, and he'll remain well in control of this tournament. Pete, I always felt that the best way to play this 6th hole, Frank, was right to left off the tee with the wind coming off your left shoulder. You agree with that? Is that the right way to go?
Yeah, I still think you've got to hit it down that left side. One of Pete Dye's sort of genius architectural traits is he forces you to aim what you think is in the right direction. Then when you get down there, you realize it's too far to one side. This looks like you should hit it down the right, but promise me, hit it down the right, you're going to be in the rough.
that, I do believe, is into the bunker. So a poor result on the tee shot. Now he'll dig in with his second to the par 4.
I always knew when I was swinging well, fairway bunker shots from a long distance, you've got to hit it clean. But when you do, you can still hit it close. Great shot.
Not much left here for birdie. Okay, nicely played. That's in for birdie here at 6. He gets it to 20 under par. The 7th at 579 yards, par 5. Bunker will be on the mind throughout. First, you'll need to avoid one off the tee. Next, you'll need to avoid the long strip that hugs the left side of the fairway on your second. And for good measure, a moat of sand encircles the area left and beyond the green. That will do just fine. Really hit that second shot on the button to this par 5. But Frank couldn't get it to stop.
Yeah, too good, too long, sadly.
Let's bring in Nota Begay III for a look at birdie.
And not much up or downhill here, so speed not a consideration. All that needs to be looked at is the movement from left to right.
Nah, that might have been a little more break than he was expecting, as that one winds up undercutting the hole. That one finished off. It'll be a par here at 7. And he'll stay at 20 under. Second par 3 here on the front side. Frank, would you be happy walking off here with a 3? Or are you getting a little greedy here?
Hey, always greedy, but in the end, I'd certainly take a 3 more days than most. When you look at this green, just have another look and see the angle of it. The green actually angles to the right at about a 30-degree angle. That's actually what tricks most people out when they misread the wind.
Okay, that one's dancing. Gonna have to be a little careful with this one. It's for birdie. Close. Couldn't ask for much more on that putt. Okay, that in for par here at the 8th. And he'll remain right where he is. Hole number 9 here at the Ocean Course is a long par 4 at a robust 514 yards. Flat lies difficult to find anywhere from the rolling fairway to the undulating green. A 4, that's a great way to finish out this front side. Nothing to fault there. Safely in the fairway. Now a second from 162.
Well, no surprise. We've already seen some great iron shots this week, but that is another one.
This would be a good way to finish off the front side. Easy as can be. It's a tap-in birdie here at the 9th. That's going to be a 3 under 33 on this front side. Through 9 holes, good time to take a deep breath and look out at that spectacular panorama, which this tee does allow you to do, Frank, as it sits right atop a sand dune. It's really pretty.
It is, and it's another hole that still goes in that westerly direction. When you look down at this fairway, you have to respect the right side. Right side is a complete and utter no-no. That's where all the big numbers come. So if you're going to air a little on the left side. The hole does open up. Second shot's going to have to be played across the bunker, but this par 4 gets your attention to start the back 9.
It all looks so simple when you're going good, doesn't it? And that is yet another solid drive. From the fairway nota, this is second.
He's got 95 yards to the front, 118 to the hole. Pin sitting in the back left portion of the green.
That's got to be disappointing. Good line in the fairway, and the approach winds up in the bunker.
And an awkward little bunker shot. Just splash it out, let the ball run towards the flag.
Oh, the hands came through beautifully there. Good thump of the sand and a good chance to save par. Safely in. It's a par here at the 10th. And pars are fine at this point with this tournament well in hand. Not much is straightforward here at the Ocean Course. This 11th is proof positive of that at a stout 593 yards. A handful of half-moon bunkers right are what to avoid on your tee shot, but even with a drive in the fairway, a couple of devilishly placed putt bunkers up near the hole have been known to give golfers fits. All right, in the fairway. What a good shot that is. Home and 2 on the par 5. Remember, made eagle earlier in the round, Frank. That may be a chance for a second.
I know we can't call it a double eagle, but talk about aggression in these par 5s. Way to stand up there and just hit the shot.
Yeah, you see so many of these long putts like that come up short. It's just hard mentally to hit the ball much firmer. Not a long putt, but a side hiller for birdie. Frank, that is painful.
I mean, all you got to do, just hit it. Just hit it.
Safely in. Yeah, it's a bogey here at number 11. But fortunately, this one still well in hand. More fun now from Pete Dye here at the par 4 12. This is the widest fairway on the golf course, but then it is one of the narrowest approaches.
Yeah, it's also the start of two very important par 4s here at Kiawah Ridge, because the drive here and 13 has to be spot on. This one has bunkers, but both second shots will have water in play.
All on a bit of a downslope here as he ponders his second.
That's not too bad. Good shot. Inside 20 feet, I would imagine. So a good chance, really outside chance for birdie.
This now for birdie at 12.
Well, and he's had great conversion on putts like this. Even when he's not close to the hole, he's left himself with very makeable opportunities.
Oh no, that never had a chance. That one safely in. It's a par here at 12. And pars will be no problem from here on out, as this will remain a full 10-shot lead. The par 4 13th here at the Ocean Course is a beauty, landing strategy off the tee. Challenging the canal running down the right side allows you to possibly shorten the hole, but playing away from the canal brings a cluster of hot bunkers into play left. Just what you want at this point in the round. You're trying to find a rhythm, hit fairways, hit the middle of the club face. That's what they did right there. Still not home yet, playing his fourth. Yes, good putt there to save his bogey. But fortunately, this one still well in hand. Par 3 14th hole, and this one is a stunner, isn't it?
It looks good, but it's not much fun to play. When you look down there, you might as well be hitting on the top of a pyramid. And look at the way it falls off, down to that sandy area on the left, a good 10 feet below. If you finish up short, it's going to roll the way back to the tee box that way. Good 10 feet short. If you miss it on the right, well, that's about 10 feet below the level of the putting surface. And I'm not even going to talk about the back of the green. Please, please, hit the green.
Solid shot, and sometimes solid throughout the round, will win the day. We welcome in Iona Stephen. This, a putt for birdie.
Yeah, Rich, this is one definitely to take a run at. Not much movement or slope to speak of at all.
And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Okay, good putt. And a par here at 14. And pars to the clubhouse will do nicely as this remains a giant 8-stroke cushion. The 15th is a par 4 at 466 yards. The landing area is a little more benign than some of the other par 4s on the course, but missing left up near the green is where the score could really start to add up. And that one gonna wind up in the bunker. A lot to worry about here as he digs in for his second. I think he'll be fairly pleased with that, Frank. What do you think?
I certainly do. It was so good.
Okay, a solid par here at the 15th. And he's going to stay at 19 under par. Normally you look at par 5s as definite scoring holes. You may want to think twice about that here at the 16th. It can oftentimes play longer than its listed 581 yards. The defining feature is the incredibly deep bunker left of the green. Anything down there is a bogey or worse waiting to happen. Yeah, all about hitting the fairway here, and that is right where you want to be. Frank landed it on the green.
It was never going to stop.
No chance. Well played there. A birdie here at 16. And stop the presses if you've heard this before. He's well on his way to yet another victory on the year. Now to one of the most famous holes in recent major championship golf, the 17th, the par 3. And Frank, I don't want to plant seeds of doubt. But when I stare at this hole with the water, I'm thinking about disaster and calamity. It's all right there, isn't it?
It's all happened here, Rich. This hole has a memory. The first time we ever saw it on TV was in the 1991 Ryder Cup. And it was the deciding hole. So many of the best players in the world actually found water. For example, even just this finish. Remember Colin Montgomery playing Mark Calcavecchia? Colin Montgomery finished bogey, bogey, double bogey, bogey, and won all 4 holes. But this one, you just try and survive.
That's going to be on the putting surface and a birdie look straight ahead. This would be a big bonus if it went in, more than likely just trying to get this one close. This is a good-sized putt, 27 feet away. That one finished off for bogey here at 17. But fortunately, this one still well in hand. Well, you know you're playing a great hole when Pete Dye, one of the greatest architects of all time, and the man who dreamed up this magnificent ocean course here at Kiawah Island, when Pete Dye said, this is his favorite hole. Enjoy it. Yes, step one out of the way. It is in the fairway at 18. One more good approach shot could just about seal it. So Iona, this is second from the fairway.
130 is the number left to the flag today. Pin smack bang in the middle.
Good shot again there. Well thought out. Landing the ball short, letting the ball run onto the green. And inside, I'd call that a birdie putt. So that's birdie range.
Oh, that is a beauty, in for birdie here at the last. And that'll be a final round score of 70. Whoo, Frank, they were a freight train out here this week, running away with the title. It wasn't even a contest.
No, really, they're all playing for second, and we can see why, too. They just wouldn't put a foot wrong. It was a great performance.
So, for Frank Nobilo, notably gave the third, Iona Stephen, and a cast of hundreds, I'm Rich Lerner, and you've been watching PGA Tour Golf on EA Sports. So long, everyone.